Hello and welcome to your Saturday morning Chatty Scent Corner. So guys, today I have for you 6 updates. But when I tell you that they are loaded with juicy details, oh my goodness. Wow. We have several new Middle Eastern fragrances that when I did my research on them, I was like, whoa. And then there's some niche fragrances that have just been launched that are so interesting and different than anything else we've seen out there or that we may have in our collections. So it's just very interesting. So I'm going to share all this with you as always, and I am going to try and keep it kind of moving smoothly because, by the way, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day yesterday. Today it is Valentine's Day as I'm filming this video, and I am ready to go spend some quality time with my hubby. But first, of course, I need to get this video rolling and edit and publish. So let's jump right into it. But before we get to it, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi, and I'm your fragrance concierge because I'm totally committed to creating the best fragrance experience for you. I upload videos multiple times a week, and on this channel, we love to talk about all types of fragrances. So if that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go, fam. All right, guys, so Paris Corner has a new fragrance, and it is called Hurriya. Now, this one is supposed to be inspired by Maison Crivelli's Oud Maracuja, right? So they've given us Hibiscus Mahayad, but now they're moving on to Oud Maracuja. And honestly, I am here for it. I am here for it. And you know, this fragrance comes in a bottle that is so beautiful, guys. Can you see the bottle? It is just so beautiful. So I had not planned on picking up this fragrance, but then I read the notes, and honestly, guys, I think it is going to be a good one. So I may change my mind and still pick it up. And to be honest with you, that bottle is so cute. Oh my goodness. It just really is going to look so great in my collection. So I may just have to pick it up. But I just wanted to let you know that that one is like around the corner. Actually, there's a couple of retailers that that already have it. But yeah, I'm trying to wait for one that doesn't charge shipping. But anyway, so just keep in mind that that one is coming up. When I see it, I will definitely leave a link for you guys in the community tab in case you're interested in picking it up, or if you want to wait until I review it. Because I think I'm probably going to end up picking it up and doing like a full comparison, because you guys know that I own Oud Maracuja. So let's see. Okay, so the next update that I have for you is even more interesting, because this one is of a fragrance house that I told you guys that I'm kind of interested in, like looking into it and trying some of their fragrances. But to date, I have not even picked up like a sample or a decant or anything. And I'm speaking about Born to Stand Out. Now, Born to Stand Out just launched 4 fragrances, guys. But let me tell you more about it before I go into the fragrances. So these fragrances are all part of a collection called the Extrait Extreme Collection. Guys, so the word extrait on its own in perfumery, as we all know, already means that the fragrance is going to be quite extra, right? Like intense and everything else. But this one is called the Extrait Extreme Collection. So this is supposed to be truly an intense collection, because listen to this. So you guys know that typically in an extrait kind of fragrance, the oil concentration levels are between maybe 26% and 30% at the most. I think I have one Middle Eastern fragrance from the high-end Middle Eastern fragrances that is actually 36%. And I'm pretty sure I have a couple of niche fragrances that are extraits that went up above the 30 mark. But are you ready? So in this collection, the fragrances that you're going to get are going to be between 50 and 60% oil concentration. So when they call the collection the Extraits Extreme Collection, I think that that is a very well-deserved name for the collection, as long as it delivers, because to the tune of 50 to 60% oil concentration, I'm expecting not a beast, not beyond beast. I'm expecting to be like in Mars and the moon. I don't know, but these fragrances, I'm sure, are beyond powerhouse, right? because come on, 50 to 60%. So let me go ahead and share with you the 4 different fragrances, because not only is this an interesting collection, but then the 4 fragrances that were launched, oh my goodness, wait till I tell you. So the first one is called Black Guava. Oh my goodness, guys, you guys know how I love guava. You know how weak I am. Oh, so when I heard Black Guava, I looked immediately into it. So let me tell you, this one is supposed to be a mix of a sweet and vibrant guava and a smoky, seductive oud. So guava and oud. Now, you guys know that guava can be a pretty intense note, right? You guys remember in the Middle Eastern fragrances, Ajwad, Pink to Pink, how some people just can't handle it because the guava note has been done in such an intense way. Well, imagine now that they're talking about a 50 to 60% concentration in the fragrance, and the notes are guava and oud. There's other notes. I'm going to share the notes with you in a minute. So the notes at the top are guava, mandarin, and cardamom. In the mid, it's oud, peony, rose, and geranium. At the base, we have amber, cypriol, and patchouli. Okay, guys, so let me just say this, okay? So in this fragrance, we have guava. We know that the guava, depending on how it's done, can be super potent and super dominant and super everything. And oud, of course, we know that oud doesn't play most of the time. Even if it's done smooth, I mean, I'm expecting that this is going to be a crazy intense fragrance, right? But then to top it all off, they've added patchouli. Anyway, guys, needless to say, this sounds very, very interesting to me. And as I told you before, I don't own not one bottle of the Born to Stand Out fragrance house. I have not tried any of their fragrances. I've been tempted by like Dirty Something. I can't remember what it's called. And another one with maple something. But every time I look into it, I put them in my cart. And then for some reason, I don't take the step. But I promise you that I may not get all 4 from this collection, but I promise you that at least 2 I will. And the guava, definitely. But I want you to know that you can be proud of me because I placed an order for 4 samples from Lucky Scent. So once I have the samples and, you know, I see how I feel about it, I'm going to film a video letting you know my first impression using those tiny samples. But most likely, guys, I'm just going to get 2 bottles for sure. But anyway, so let me go to the next one. The next one is called Black Mango. And this one says that it's an ode to the raw and irresistible allure of perfectly ripe mangoes. Now, guys, the first one was guava. You guys know my passion for guava. But mango? Now, when you say mango to me and then you say ripe mango, that's it, right? It's a shutdown. So the top notes for this one are mango and orange EO. Now, orange EO means orange essential oil. So that means that orange essence, that it's going to be pretty intense. But then remember, this is the fragrance that has a 50 to 60% oil concentration. So I don't know, guys. We're either going to really love this fragrance, which, by the way, this is unprecedented in perfumery to date. So they are really at the forefront of creating change. But we're either going to love that 50 to 60, or we're going to be like, okay, it gave me a headache. I can't. I don't know, guys. But I'm expecting that different people are going to have different reactions to this. But then in the middle of this fragrance, we have Mango Lassi. Now, when I was in India several years ago, you know, that was my first time trying lassi. And lassi is basically like, and I probably am mispronouncing it, I apologize, but it's like an Indian drink. It's very much from the Indian culture, and it has like yogurt and sometimes cardamom and, you know, a very, very ripe mango. I think they make it with other things too, but I did have the mango lassi and it was incredible. So that's in the middle of the notes, right? So mango lassi, bourbon, vanilla, tolu resinoid, and sublimalide. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, sublimalide is a synthetic musk that resembles ambrette seeds. And it gives a fragrance like a soft, musky, floral, and like powdery undertones. So yeah, and then at the base, we have oud, leather, sandalwood, and cypriol. Now guys, did you guys hear the notes, right? So first of all, we're happy about the mango. Yay, great. Okay, we're happy about the bourbon vanilla. We're happy about everything. But when you say to me, oud and leather, oud and leather and mango, I am not familiar with the DNA of this fragrance house, so that makes me a little bit nervous because those are some serious notes. And then to the tune of 50 to 60%. That is what led me to just order some samples before just picking up the bottles. But guys, this sounds so interesting, doesn't it? Like, wow. So then the next one is called Oud Candy. And this one is supposed to be very much a gourmand because listen to what they have to say about it. It captures the moment when warm, buttery brown sugar melts on a stove, filling the air with rich, indulgent sweetness, only to take on a darker, smoky edge as it begins to burn. That has my name all over it. Oh my goodness, my goodness. That is definitely going to be a gourmand. And then listen to the notes. At the top, there's brown sugar, candy, nuts, and milk. In the mid, there's white flowers. And at the base, we have oud, of course, because, you know, all of these fragrances seem to have oud, saffron, black woods, oak moss, vanilla, caramel, sandalwood, cedarwood, leather, and warning, fam members, this one has ambroxan. So for all of my fam members that are sensitive to ambroxan, forget about this one. This one is called Oud Candy, not for you. All right, so now let's move to the fourth and last fragrance in this collection, which is called Purple Stain. And what makes this one so special to me, guys, is that it's from a perfumer that is quickly becoming one of my favorites, but he still hasn't managed to bring down number 1, Dominique Ropion, and number 2, Christian Provenzano, and number 3, Quentin Bish. So, but this is Jordi Fernandez. Oh, he's had so many great fragrances on point. So Jordi is the perfumer of this one. And this one, this is what they have to say about it. Like deep purple wine stains bleeding into the pages of an old leather journal. It tells the story of laughter shared over glasses of wine. This one also has my name written all over it, all over it. But let's see. Now the notes of this one are at the top, saffron, cinnamon bark, nutmeg, ginger extract, mandarin, and bergamot. In the mid, it has orange blossom, caramel, Peru balsam, and vanilla. And at the base, akigala wood, and oud, patchouli, cypriol, warning fam members, ambrofix, and cistus concrete. Okay, guys, so there's 2 fragrances in this collection that fam members that are sensitive to ambroxan cannot, okay, pick up, which are Candy Oud and Purple Stain. But I have to tell you guys, I know myself. I know that, for me to not pick up these fragrances, all 4 of them, it's going to have to be something like I get the samples and as soon as I sniff one or a couple of them or whatever, I feel sick. Because this is just so interesting. And being that these are the first fragrances that come out with that level of concentration, as a collector, I must have them. I must have them. But I do hope that they smell good because I'm not just going to spend for the sake of just having them sit there. So I really do hope that they are exquisitely different, just something really worthy. But anyway, guys, more to come on that. As soon as I get my samples and I try them, I'm going to film a video, let you guys know how I feel about them. And I'll also keep you updated on if I end up picking up a couple of them or all of them. So the next update is a new fragrance from Kajal. Now this one is called Ruby. Now this fragrance is currently available for pre-order and it's supposed to ship out around, I think it was like March 15th or something like that. But today, Valentine's Day, which is a Friday, is when the fragrance became available on their site and it's available for pre-order. And I think it's only in their website. I'm pretty sure it's only in their website that you can get the fragrance. And it also says that it has limited quantities. It says limited quantities. It doesn't say limited edition, but it does say limited quantities. So I don't know what that really means to them. Maybe they just have several of them. And it does say that they will determine who's going to get it by first come, first serve. So yeah. Now, this order, if you place an order for this fragrance, it also includes a necklace that features their logo. I'm sure that it's going to be a lovely necklace, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Honestly, guys, I love Kajal fragrances. And I think at this point I have either 4 or 5 of their I'm pretty sure it's 5 of their fragrances. And I absolutely love them. I love the DNA of the fragrance house. I love how intense they are. I love their aesthetic. I love their bottles. Oh my goodness. I just love it all. So of course, yes, I did pre-order it because there's no samples for it either. There's no samples. So the only way that you can get the fragrance is by picking up the bottle. And honestly, guys, like, you know, this is Kajal. And let me share with you the notes so that you understand why I had to do that. Let me tell you. So at the top, it has red berries, coconut, almond, pineapple, and cherries. So now we have a cherry fragrance from Kajal. Are you kidding me? But wait, it gets better, because are you ready? In the mid, it has whipped cream, guys, whipped cream, powdery accents, ice cream, and brown sugar. And at the base, it has musk, vanilla, amber, benzoin, and tonka beans. Guys, okay, this is very different than anything else that I have in my collection from Kajal or anything that I've tried from Kajal, period. This to me sounds like a straight up gourmand. I mean, come on. And then when you say coconut to me, are you kidding me? You guys know. And cherry, we're good. And then the whipped cream and the ice cream. Oh, no. That was a come to mama type of fragrance for sure. So expect to see it here on the channel. Now remember that it's going to take a while for the fragrance to get here because it doesn't start shipping until March 15th. I'm pretty sure it was March 15th that it said. But anyway, guys, let me know. Have you heard about that one? Are you planning to pick it up? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you like Kajal fragrances? I personally absolutely do. And of course, my favorite used to be Lamar until Icon, which came out last year. Icon came out and I just love it. I still love Lamar and Dahab and others, but oh my goodness, Icon right now is my favorite. But I have a very strong feeling that this one is going to take the #1 spot. But let's see what happens. So this next update, this is for my Middle Eastern lovers. Wow. Okay, guys, so you guys remember from Khadlaj Nua? Guess what? So now we have 2 more within that collection. One is called Cherry Blush, right? So let me tell you the notes of Cherry Blush. So at the top, we have cherry, rum, and wine. In the mid, we have jasmine, rose, orris, raspberry, and cedarwood. And at the base, we have tonka, labdanum, vanilla, vetiver, musk, and sandalwood. That sounds like such a good fragrance. The only thing I question, guys, is like, I don't know, but do you ever drink like rum and wine combined? Like, I'm sure you probably have some rum or a drink or a cocktail with rum and then you have some wine transition, which I do that all the time. But honestly, would I mix them together? And this is a fragrance, so there's a blend involved. And they're saying that there's rum and wine, but hey, I trust that Khadlaj knows what they're doing. I'm very excited about that fragrance. It is available on their website right now, but I have not ordered it because they want to charge for shipping almost the same, if not more, than the cost of the fragrances that I'm trying to pick up. And I am not going to pay all that, so I'll wait until it becomes available at another retailer. I'm sure it will at some point. So expect to see a review at some point here because I am picking that up. Like, you remember the original Nua, right? Okay, well, I am picking these 2 up. Now, let me tell you about the second one, though. So the second one is called Nua Vanilla Pearl. And this one has at the top freesia, strawberry, and blackcurrant. Here we go with strawberry. I'm telling you, we're like in the year of strawberry. We're in the year of strawberry because there's so many strawberry fragrances already and so many more coming, by the way. So then in the mid, we have cashmere, raspberry, and magnolia. And at the base, we have vanilla, moss, and caramel. Whew, okay, that for me, for sure, I'm not even going to say what it's reminding me of, but those notes are reminding me of another fragrance that was launched not too long ago by a Western niche, but I'm not even going to touch that. I'm not even going to touch that, guys. Let's wait for the fragrance and see what I get, okay? Bottom line is that I just wanted to let you know that these two are out there and that you can expect to see them on the channel very soon. Okay, so the next one. Oh, this is such a good update. Oh my goodness. Are you ready? So I'm sure that you've heard about the latest from Lattafa, which is part of the Abiyedh collection. So this is Anna Abiyedh, but this is Coral. So I did pick it up. It's right here. And I started testing it yesterday. But here's what I have to say to you. It is allegedly inspired by, are you ready? Room 1015 Wave Child. Now, if you've been with me for a while and you watch not just Middle Eastern videos, but you watch all of my videos, I'm sure that you've heard me talk about my not so good experience with Wave Child. Well, this fragrance is supposed to be allegedly inspired by Wave Child. That's all I'm going to say. But when I give you the review of Anna Abiyedh Coral, I will speak in detail to that comparison. Guys, wouldn't it be really interesting if after me not really liking Wave Child, I end up like really falling in love with this Coral one from Lattafa? That would be really interesting, wouldn't it? I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying that that would be really interesting. But anyway, more to come. So let me tell you the notes. So at the top, we have peach, watermelon, and orange. In the mid, we have coconut and white florals. And at the base, we have vanilla, amber, and musk. Yeah. So that is what we're getting with Anna Abiyedh Coral, okay? So just expect to see that here on the channel very soon, okay? Because I've already started testing it. All right, so the next update and the last one that I have for you today is from a fragrance house that I just introduced to my collection last year. And guys, I ordered one fragrance and then I ended up picking up like 3 other bottles or something like that. And I'm speaking about the House of Bo. Oh my goodness. So they just launched a fragrance called Ave Maria. I mean, Ave Maria is definitely in Spanish and it's, you know, Virgin Mary, specific, but this fragrance, let me just tell you what the notes are. At the top, we have dewy gardenia, okay, cashmere, and Indonesian jasmine, okay, so that's at the top. In the mid, we have raindrops, we have African neroli, and sweet pear. And at the base, we have oakwood, merlot wine, and Napa leather. I don't know about you, but that fragrance to me sounds so exquisitely beautiful. And honestly, the DNA of the House of Bo is all, in my opinion, about elegance, sophistication, like a very bordering on like a clean aesthetic to their fragrance. I don't know, but I absolutely love it. Now, let me just tell you, this fragrance right now only comes in 2 sizes, in 40 ml, which is $175, and in a 75 ml size, which is $365. So I don't know, I may wait until someone has a decant or a sample because I really don't want to blind buy this, even though I'm really excited about it and I'm almost sure that I'm going to love it. But I've said that about other fragrances in the past, and then I have to sit here and explain to you how I really just don't like the fragrance. But anyway, guys, so that just came out, and oh, and it's supposed to be a fruity floral, obviously, from those notes. And it's an ode to love and devotion. I mean, guys, come on. I am trying to be really strong. But anyway, guys, so that is what I had for you today. Please let me know, are you excited about any of these fragrances? Had you heard about these launches or the ones that are coming up? What are your thoughts? Like, I don't know, guys, like every week I have quite a bit, and I don't even bring you the ones that I'm really aware of, because then we would be here all day because there's so many new launches. But I'm just bringing you the ones that are really like piquing my interest and that, you know, I'm feeling a certain way about. And the ones from today, I'm telling you, I really do want them all, but I'm not going to get them all. I am not. But they're all so interesting, guys. Like, they need to stop it. Anyway, guys, so let's go ahead and get on with our weekend. Thank you so much, as always, for hanging with me today. And I will see you all in the next video.